Hey everybody, Britical Saiyans here, I'm Matt.
And I'm Jonah.
So today we're just going to do a little bit of a discussion video. So there's obviously no reveals because that's on Friday. So
Yeah.
it's more of what they showed over, is it a couple of days ago? I think it might have been over the weekend, wasn't it? Or was it Friday?
I don't know.
Well, they put out something on Facebook saying about doing a voting system for Reboot leaders again. So,
Yeah.
hence the background why we're having this one. So, just going to discuss that. So, Jonah?
Well, firstly, I've been told by our technician that I should apologise if anyone can hear birds in the background because they have started to flock back to my garden. So, that's fun. Secondly, yeah, reboot leaders. It's going to be interesting because the voting for it went across every set apparently. So
Yeah, so it's covering all the way up to set 9.
yeah,
Which, personal opinion, is too much.
yeah, I agree.
It shouldn't go all the way up to set 9, not when it's only just dropped. It's... Okay, sorry. It's been out for a little while, but it's not been out long enough to justify.
Yeah, well, the other thing as well is we haven't had a large tournament scene with set 9, so
Yeah, we did.
well, it's not as long as most sets would have.
Yeah, but we did have that tournament. It's just the one you didn't go to, that's all.
Yeah, we've had we've had one tournament with
one major
set
one.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we've had shop tournaments, but that's down to shops.
Well, yeah. So, the fact that it goes all the way up to set 9 is just crazy. The cut-off point should have been set 6.
Yeah.
Because set 7 and 8 are still quite recent as well. So, going up to 6 would have been absolutely fine. Because the downside now is if any leader from set 9 gets voted enough for,
Yeah,
it's really redundant. Because it's what is the point?
Well, yeah, what would be the point in having a new version of a set 9 leader when it is new? So
Yeah. So hopefully, I'm hoping from a mixture, more of a mixture of leaders. So I'm hoping 1 to 4 get reboots.
yeah,
Because we got set 1 and set 2, didn't we?
yeah.
Oh no, no, Goku set 3, isn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah, Goku's set 3.
Okay, so the first 3 sets.
Yeah, but we mostly got set 1 and 2.
Yeah. So if we can kind of get 1 to 4 reboot wise, so I would love to see Trunks come back, but obviously anybody who's a subscriber to the channel knows that's a biased opinion.
If you couldn't tell by all the Trunks things that you can see on the channel, Matt likes Trunks just a little bit.
And you've gone for Goku Black, haven't you?
Yeah, I would like a new Goku Black.
Yeah.
Which I've also been saying for a very long time now.
Yeah, but you'd also want a new Piccolo.
Well, I mean, Surge Piccolo is pretty good. So, I just need to actually make use of it because I haven't got around to that yet. I just keep forgetting. I'm just I should make a Surge Piccolo deck, and then 2 days later I'm like, oh, I should make a Surge Piccolo deck.
And what else is there? So Gohan might have been one for you, but the only
yeah.
Gohan. How many Gohan leaders are there? That is the adult one. There's only the Universe 7 one, isn't there?
Well, so you got one that came in set 1. That was a green leader that when you paid 6 energy, it could KO your opponent's board.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah. You then had the U7 one, like you said, and the last one that they had was the Alliance one.
Alliance.
And it was yeah, the red one that worked with all the Alliance cards. Cause
Oh, yes. No,
yeah.
now I remember.
And there was a Shen one, but
Oh yeah, the blue one.
yeah. But like my issue's been like I want a pure Gohan adolescence that works with the majority of his stuff, which is like green and blue.
Isn't some of it red as well?
There are bits. It's more like Gohan support. Well, the Alliance stuff is red because it's a red-green deck, but outside that, Gohan's kind of in more green than anything. So, like, I personally just like a good Gohan adolescence leader because, like, they've all been kind of okay at the time, or it's like, oh well, these are pretty naff in comparison to anything else you could use.
Yeah.
So, like the U7 deck, you've got a butt ton of leaders. Easy enough to find a different one.
Yeah.
And like the Alliance deck, you can just use anything really. As long as you get the skill going.
So, which Gohan would you want then?
Maybe just like redo the green one, because it was good when it came out. And like set 2, it had a good like it was still used because it had like life control aspects, but then it just kind of like faded because you had new leads come out that could do more. So
yeah, true. Well, we did find out some extra things as well because Ash told us what he went for, and he went for Frieza Wish.
Yeah.
Didn't say why he wanted Frieza Wish. My Frieza Wish. My days.
Frieza Wish.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah. I should have actually asked him like why he wanted that, but then again, that was like one of his first leaders, wasn't it?
Well, it was one of those decks that he really liked using, wasn't it?
Yeah. And our technician wants red Vegito from set 2 back. So
I mean, they could add a bit more to Vegito.
Two people what? What did you say, Martha?
I like cards that make use of all the things, which is why I like the first red Vegito.
Fair enough. Yeah, would be nice to see that back. I honestly, out of the Trunks, the Goku Black, and the Vegito, the 3 main ones that I'd love to see come back. Just for your sake, for the Goku Black, obviously. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do. I couldn't even try to think. Also, there's that Goku Black Unison card that got announced, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So if they rebooted a leader for him, then obviously it'd be nice. Be nice to have that. I mean, obviously it's a blue one anyway that can just be splashed and whatever. But you know, have a Goku Black and go with a Goku Black.
Yeah. Well, that would be nice. Plus, like the Goku Black Unison card itself would have a more synergized leader to begin with. So.
Would it?
Well, if they reprinted the Goku Black to kind of work around, so that the Unison's abilities could work with it, it'd make it kind of more viable. But at the same time, the leader could just function by itself.
Yeah. Oh, because that's one thing they could do with the rebooted leaders, isn't it? Is they could make them either just generic, like they kind of done with the new ones, well, the ones beforehand, or they could make them for a certain type of block.
Yeah.
More generic would be the right route, but if they start doing reboot leaders for blocks, so like Unison reboot lead, the reboot leader becoming synergized with Unison. Whatever the next thing they do, the reboot leaders synergize with that.
Yeah, because they could still keep old aspects of them, which are good.
Yes.
Like that's not. So like the Goku Black, for example, could still keep getting double strike on 2 life, but then you could add like a active main that works with Unison.
Yeah.
So it would still make it good and relevant without basically being a new card. So
I mean, they kept their old effects, didn't they? Basically.
yeah, well they kind of tweaked the old effects in like small ways. Was the idea?
Hmm.
But, like they were largely still the same. It's just that they had a small difference that made them better
Yeah.
in most cases.
The Trunks, I feel like it would just be its awakening and how it draws.
Hmm.
Because its awakening could go to a 1/1 or untap 2. Unless they just make a new awakening. That's like, if you got a Unison card out and this awaken, do this.
Well, yeah, the Unison Awakening, they could give it.
Well, yeah, but we don't know if that's it. Like, some of the leaders in set 10 could have Unison awakening.
Well, they probably will,
Yeah.
because
Unless anybody announced that, we've completely missed that. But, you know,
yeah,
it's interesting. I don't know how. Wait, because they've said the campaign rares aren't part of the main sets anymore, aren't they? So they can sort out ratios.
Yeah.
But then they didn't say what product they're going to put it into, did they? Or did I miss that?
No, they haven't said what the reboot leaders are coming in. They just want to know what people would like to see.
Mm-mm.
So they did that last time. They just said that we're wanting to do a survey on which leaders you'd like to see remade.
Yeah.
And then when they announced the set, they were like, by the way, here come the reboot leaders. So,
Yeah.
but now it's probably going to be some little side product.
Well, it's either going to be its own kind of product, where you're guaranteed like one of each, and then they come with a battle card and an extra card that supports them in their own little product.
Yeah, they didn't do that with the last ones. Like, there was no... Like, so when they rebooted like the Hit and the Goku and all that, you didn't have any cards that came with them in the set, really?
No, but that's just because they were just their own standalone thing, weren't they? They weren't really meant to have anything like that. So, like I said, they could actually just do that as a product idea, then. Just have... So you get one of each of the reboot leaders, they get a battle card and an extra card each.
Yeah, which would make it better for you to actually get them.
Would make it easier to get them.
And update the decks.
Yeah, and it does come under the whole point of having a product, or having them in a product that's not the main set.
Yeah.
Because they could put them in the premium thing, which I don't think is going to happen.
No clue.
I don't think it's the right idea for that. Going in the anniversary box is not a bad idea.
No. It would suit being in an anniversary box.
Yeah, because it's like reboot leader, anniversary, boom.
Yes. Because the anniversary could just be like reprints and new cards with... So like it could just be reprinted cards and then the reboot leaders and some cards for them.
Yeah.
Like that would work out as an anniversary set because it's a celebration set basically.
Mm.
Like Ego do with all those like mega tins. It's just a bunch of stuff from the past year mashed together, which sells. So
Yeah. Well, the anniversary sells, doesn't it?
yeah, that's true.
So, sorry, it's had a bit of my cuppa if you want to say what you want to say.
Well, can't it? Like it works out for Yu-Gi-Oh because they sell these tins and they have a new card in, but then they have a bunch of reprinted cards. It's like another way for you to get them, and it's just good because players will buy it if they want the cards. So, and like, as they've proven with the anniversary set, they can sell it easily. Especially with it doubling up as a storage box.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it would be good and annoying at the same time to have another product to purchase. But if it's only going to be, like, once a year, it's not a problem.
yeah. Plus, like, you don't have to invest in it if you don't want to. This is the thing. Like, if they do reboot leaders you don't care about, and the reprinted cards you kind of have a good number of, you don't need to buy it. Or you could literally just buy singles, because people will sell them as singles. So,
Yeah.
like, you put as much into an anniversary set as you'd want to, which is kind of what is good about them, or would be good about them if they do it like this.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the first one they did had new cards that were really good, so people had to throw money at them.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Yeah. I mean, again, it worked out, but, you know, if you can save your players money for different things, then they'd be happy about it.
No. Could you, any remote full-on idea of what you think it would do with, like, say if Goku Black did get rebooted, like, what awakening skill do you think they could give it? What skill would it have on either side? All this kind of stuff. Like, what would you personally want to see?
Well, I think, like, its unawakened effect is fine. Like, if anything, they could just say mono blue energy instead of blue energy. Because, like, it says when you have 2 blue energy, you can do the thing where you take one from your life and then get rid of it at the end of turn. So they could specify mono blue, or they could just leave that part untouched. Because, like, that effect alone was just kind of good as it is. So, like, I wouldn't really touch that unless I wanted to specify what type of blue energy. Because that's important now with multicolor in the game. It's very important to specify, which they have been doing on cards. The Awaken, I would just make a 1/1. That's been my biggest request for it, is just have it as a 1/1 Awaken, because drawing cards
the
is...
draw on tap.
Yeah, because drawing cards is good, but in that deck you need a lot of energy to then spend it all, so... And with things like Trunks and Objection out in the game, it's more annoying.
True.
So... But, as for its Awaken, I'd say keep the permanent to gain Double Strike, because that gives you a bit of, like, aggro to make a comeback. And, like, obviously, attack draw card is fine, because it's kind of a bog standard on leaders.
Yeah.
But, like, as for an effect, like, as an additional one, I would either go in the direction of something to do with the Potara, because then it kind of makes that deck more worth playing.
Support the old 10-drop kind of line. Yeah, okay.
Or, like, support the... Because, like, you had the old 10-drop Potara, or you had, like, a Goku Black 8-drop that could kill free energy.
Yeah.
That could only work with the Goku Black leader. So you could have the leader give something to Goku Blacks to keep them, like, safe on the field. Whether it's, like, give the Goku Blacks barrier by doing X thing, or, like, you can play a Goku Black, or just clone shadow tokens, in all fairness.
So instead of having that field, whatever it was, that extra card out, or just the leader does it?
Does the field do it?
That extra card thing that when you play a Goku Blackout, it makes a shadow token, doesn't it? The one you get off the 2 cost.
Yeah, like that's actually okay. But it, like the leader could make shadow tokens, or it could use the shadow tokens in some way. So like, it could be you could get rid of a shadow token to give all your Goku Blacks barrier until the end of your next turn.
Like, oh, that's a good idea, actually. Have it revolve around the shadow tokens.
Yeah, because all the Goku Black stuff recently has been making shadow. Well, outside of the Zamasu deck, because obviously that one was about ramping the energy.
Yeah, that's a separate deck entirely.
Yeah, but like, other than that, the Goku Black stuff has been making shadow tokens.
But even the stuff in that makes shadow tokens, because doesn't the 4 cost one that makes it makes a shadow token, doesn't it? So
Yeah,
in
like,
the Zamasu deck. So yeah,
like that's more your that's more your area of Goku Black than mine.
true.
But yeah, I think that one was like put something in the energy and make a shadow token.
Yeah,
But yeah, like the lead itself could just revolve around the tokens. Because it makes use of anything that would create the tokens, like Terra Scythe and the mass duplication, I think it was, the field.
mass duplication.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is just
I like-
wasn't it? Whenever you play the Goku Black, you make a shadow token, and then that shadow token that comes from that has barrier or blocker or something. It's one of them.
All the shadow tokens gain blocker,
Okay.
and they can't. I think it's like they can't attack and they gain blocker, so they just become meat shields.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, the,
Goku Black coming back could just revolve around shadow tokens.
yeah,
So it could be if you got how many shadow tokens out, do this effect. If you got this many out, do this effect. Or it's just this effect, pop 1 or 2 to do this or whatever.
yeah, it could just be like what active main once per turn. You can pop a shadow token if you do play a Goku Black with an energy cost of 2 or less from your hand.
Mm. Although most of the Goku Blacks they cost 3 or more though.
Yeah, but then it gives, because like there are some smaller ones, or like you could say 3 or less, play it with its skills negated.
Yeah.
But like it could just, or like active battle, you could get rid of a token to give a Goku Black 5k.
Mm. It'd have to be like 5k in double strike to make it worth it. Plus that way it'd be on par with the power creep.
Yeah, but like it, with giving it 5k in double strike, like, because like some of it times it would matter, sometimes it wouldn't. With the leader, you wouldn't need the double strike, you would just gain the 5k to become a 25k double strike, which would be a good way to like make a comeback.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even that would be fine because you send something else and it's 5k double strike. There you go.
Mm.
And you lose a token, which means you have to think carefully about when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Sorry.
Right, let's think about the Trunks then, now.
Yeah.
Trunks, I would want it to be an untapped 2 or 1-1. They're drawing 2, so it's not needed with how much the deck can draw. Its conditioning for drawing, I feel like would need to change slightly. I'm not sure how though, because it was like when you combo during any battle with energy cost of 2 or more, you drew a card.
Yeah.
So it's really awkward on how you could do something with that. Because you couldn't make it so like whenever you combo with a battle card, draw a card. Oh, it's only during your turn anyway, because that's what it used to be. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be you combo a battle card, draw a card. The deck would deck itself out stupidly fast doing that.
Hmm.
But that might be considered too much draw power.
Yeah, because like depending on what you combo.
Because
Like,
it was only two cost, wasn't it, originally as well? It had to be a 2 cost. It wasn't 2 or more. Was it?
I thought it was 2 or less.
Was it 2 or less? I can't remember. You would have thought I would remember, but I don't remember.
Yeah. You know what I can do on my end? I can have a look very quickly
True.
for it.
Just to see what it was.
Yeah. Because I always thought the auto was pretty good in that aspect, that you could just get a lot of cards in your hand.
Yeah, well, it's once per turn during your turn only on either side.
Yeah.
Combo with whatever. Draw a card. Making it combo and drawing a card during your opponent's turn might be a bit too broken.
Yeah, that might be a bit too much, because then you can just be like, oh, well, this is bad. Chuck it, get a new card.
Yeah, so during
drawing...
either player's turn, when you combo with whatever cost card, draw a card.
Yeah. Come on.
You're still looking, are you?
Yeah, it's just taking a little while to load.
No, there isn't really too much you could do with it.
I suppose if anything, you could just make it suit more to the deck it was supposed to be a part of. Because, like, the good thing about Trunks was it was generic, but the deck it came with kind of wasn't great.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, Martha's just given me an idea. Because you just said something about it having cards in hand to do effects, right?
Well, if it draws lots of cards, then you could say if you've got more than however many cards in your hand, it could do a thing.
True, it could just discard stuff to do things, or be based on hand size.
Yeah, so like your hand's got this many cards in it, this happens. If it's got this many, this happens. Or, if they really wanted to, they could do the Zamasu type of win con. It's like, if you got this many cards in your hand.
I no, because you just know people would play, like... you could just go, like, Rainbow, and just play, play this one drop, draw a card, play this one drop, draw a card, and just bounce things back and, like...
Yeah, but make it so it's a hefty hand size you'd have to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I found the Trunks.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Unawakened was once per turn during your turn. When you come with a card that has an energy cost of 2 or more, draw a card.
So it was 2 or more, yeah.
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same on the Awakened side. Yeah, so it's 2 or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Marvel's idea of having it so like it gets whatever effect depending on your hand size.
Yeah.
That seems like a good idea.
Because like it could just be like it could gain like triple attack if you've got X amount in hand.
Yeah.
Because then like you could put both autos to once per turn. Have the third ability be like a permanent, but then that way it's not out of hands, being like, oh well, I can chuck a card and still keep the triple attack because I'm going to draw a card, and like it means that when you like your combo matters, but your leader's still attacking 3 times, which is good.
Yeah.
And like you could just gain 5k as well, plus 5k triple attack.
No, I like that idea. I like the idea of it being about the hand size.
Yeah.
Because it does keep in theme with what it used to do with
Yeah, it does generate.
Yeah. So that's a pretty cool idea. Red Vegito.
Just include more colours.
It would just basically cover yellow, wouldn't it? It would just be all of the colours.
Yeah, like I think you just have to address the colour working more, because like as of now you can just run, because like at the time there wasn't yellow Gokus and Vegetas.
No, I know like its effect can make them the other colours, but there isn't. His effect doesn't. What is it? There's something to do with it. Oh no, they're just flat out yellows, aren't they? They're not any other colour. That was it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it says each Goku and Vegeta in all of your areas gain red, blue, and green colours.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could just run a deck of yellows and just play. There, I've got quad colour.
Hmm. So they could do something like that with it, but obviously they'd have to do a lot more with it to make it.
I
Right.
think they could also include Vegito in that.
What, make it so its effect affects Vegito cards?
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, if you had a Vegeta in your hand and Gokus and Vegetas, you had to pick one of them. But then you could screw yourself over because you would have no way to get out the Vegito.
Yeah.
So it could just be all, like, it could also say all mono Gokus, Vegetos, and Vegetas gain X. Because then, like, it doesn't entirely matter if they are dual colour, but it reduces the amount of dual colour cards that would be in the deck. That
Yeah.
could make it a bit crazy. Not that it can't be already, but, you know.
No. Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then,
Yeah.
auto attack, place up to 1 if it's red. Gains 5k.
It's basically what it does already.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it already does, which I don't think you'd need to change
No.
if you've got 3 types of cards that are rainbow. So,
And then he got its awakened side, which was gaining power and double strike, was it, or something? I can't remember.
so yeah, when it attacks, draw a card. If there are 10 or more total in your drop area, this gains 5k and double strike for the turn.
Oh, so I was right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that could specify Goku's and or Vegeta's, because it just says 10 or more cards, which is dead easy now.
Yes, yeah. That would definitely would have to be tweaked.
Yeah, but then you could also just add another effect to it.
Yeah, I feel like that leader would require a lot of reworking. Like they would need to change quite a bit about that, which would be nice to see. One thing I'd like them to do with these reboot leaders is change both artworks this time, not just the awakened side.
Yeah, definitely. Because they could have the even if they had the unawakened side being the old awakened artwork, just done a little differently. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Because with the current reprints, they just changed the background and then obviously did new artwork for the awakened side, which they could they could do that. So have old artwork for the awakened side on the front, change the background a little. That'd be fine. And then new artwork when it awakens.
Because they did that with the Magnificent Collections, didn't they? They left the unawakened sides, and then when you flipped over, the artwork was different.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I feel like they really should do, is change both artworks.
Yeah.
As well as obviously revamping the effects.
They would look nicer as well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Can't really think of what else now, because without Ash we can't really.
Yeah, maybe we should have consulted having a council for this one.
Yeah, definitely. Although Ash could potentially be at work right now, so that's a problem.
Yeah, and I got told off saying Goku Black in our little group chat. I did. I got told off. Be like, it doesn't need it. It's like, well, yeah, it does. You just stated why it does.
I can see both sides of the argument, so
Yeah, well, I can see both as well, but it was just kind of funny.
all right then. So guess that's it then, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
We try to give some idea of what we would like to see them do, but obviously they'll come up with their own ideas, like they always do. So it's like, that's fine. So guys, in the comments, we'd like to see which leader you actually voted for. Just let us know.
all that you just like to see if you don't want to share that.
Oh
much.
yeah, or like one that you want to see. If you haven't voted, do go onto their Facebook. I don't know how recent it would be on their posts by this point, but definitely do vote. Is one thing I can 100% say, because it will matter. So just do me one massive favour, guys. So if you do vote, do not vote a set 9 leader.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
Please, just do not vote a set 9 leader. In fact, anyone after set 6, don't vote any of them.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, like your favourite leader is in one of those sets, then by all means, like, but you know, just try to avoid newer ones.
Yeah, like if you've been playing the game as long as we have, I would say just like think back to a deck that you either played for a long time, maybe still do, like the leaders from like set 2, and you're just like, you know what, I really enjoy this deck, but I wish they'd do something new for it. You know, just pick something like that. Something that kind of like takes you back, and you're like, oh, I remember playing this deck and it being really fun, but it's outdated now. Because you could vote that, and then that becomes a reprint, and you got your old deck back.
Yeah.
So, which is fun. Is the point of all this, really?
Yeah, definitely. And also, in the cases with some reboot leaders, just the one really, the meta caller got corrected in the sense where his extra cards can actually work for it.
Yes.
Because originally his extra card couldn't work as well as it planned.
No, it could only work when you were unawakened, but the entire point of the deck was still awakened quickly.
Yeah. So
like, well, what's the point?
They corrected that one with that reboot, so that was a good one. Honestly, guys, do let us know. Anything we've said in this, just give your feedback on that as well. Like, if you like the idea of that product idea that I said, then you know that's cool. And then obviously any feedback you guys want to give, and we like seeing the comments. We like talking to you guys. That's kind of Jonah's thing. I kind of stole that from him.
Well, if you enjoy it too, then that's fine.
But yeah, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time. So bye bye.
Bye.